All right, welcome back to Ecom Printables. So as promised, I was going to make a video going over what my strategy over the next several months will be in order. I'm going to be focusing mainly on my TPT or Teachers Pay Teachers store. I want to get that up to $1,000 a month, and then I will probably start looking into my Etsy shop as well. Now, this is a business that you can treat as a side hustle business, but right now it's really just a side hustle for me. I used to publish in about 2020, 2021 pretty heavily, got a couple hundred products up on both platforms. I've made thousands of dollars, almost $8,000 on both platforms. And it's very important to note that I have not published anything in years on either platform, and it still makes me money to this day. You can even go over here and see the traffic coming in right there. Going into the last 30 days on this Etsy account, just 41 bucks, but still making money on the account. And then we'll come over here into my Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'm going to start blocking it out. If you watched any other videos, you might have discovered it, but I'm just going to block it out because it's not really important what the actual store is. But you can see that it carries 4.8 stars ratings out of 236 reviews, 350 followers, and it's in the 79th percentile, meaning that I'm basically in the top 20% of stores on TPT. And you can see the earnings for this month. We can also come in here and just look at, for example, we'll go all time just to show you the account, almost $8,000 right there. And it's evergreen money coming into my pocket right there. So what are we going to do in order to increase our profits, start building out our TPT store? Okay, so what I did was I'm going to kind of show you how to do this. You're going to go over and you're going to do a download. You're going to come over here to your shop and you're going to go into your sales reports. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at all the sales data. And this is the item specific, right? So specific items that are selling in your store. And kind of what I did was I come over here and I just kind of look at this last full season, right? And so that would be, we would go all the way over here to about August. I think I go with August because August starts ramping up and a lot of schools do start in August. And then we'll just go into right now and then I'll apply, right? And then you'll see that we made about $1,000, right? So $1,000 right here, we actually made $1,267 in revenue, but the take home is the $1,000 right there after TPT takes their cut. So that's another really cool thing that I like about TPT. I mean, yes, they do take, they don't take, I don't think they take any more than Etsy does, but there's just so many more hurdles to selling on Etsy and so forth. In TPT, there's a lot less friction. You have a lot more freedom and flexibility to publish the products that you want. I've never had any issues, copyright issues, anything like that with TPT. And it's a drag, if you will, with Etsy and Amazon KDP, if I might add. As far as, people coming after your products, you create a similar product to somebody else, and people want to come take your products down. People are afraid and scared of competition on those other platforms. TPT seems to be the most laid back, and that's kind of why I'm going to continue and start with TPT. It's just the most flexible, and you're able to really just kind of publish what you want on the platform for the most part. So what you'll do right over here, you'll download this report, right? Then you'll come over here. And what I did was I came over here and I went into my favorite AI, large language model. There's Gemini, there's ChatGPT, there's a lot of these, but I like Claude for the most part. And so what I did was I came up here and I did this prompt over here. I'm a TPT teacher pay seller. Here's my report for the past school year. I gave the dates. Can you analyze the sales data put into parent categories by sales quantity and earnings? Example, coloring pages, mental health, logbooks, baby shower, stuff like that. Then give recommendations on what I should spend my time on creating more products to help me in my business scale. So then you attach the report that you got from your sales dashboard, right? And you can do this for the last month, last 3 months. In my case, I did it for the entire school year. And because I haven't created any products, I just want to see what sold this year, right? And I think that you'll find the data very useful because it actually worked out the file. And I did this yesterday. So we even made more sales since yesterday. 438 sales across 86 unique products, right? But the distribution is wildly uneven, and that's actually really useful information for figuring out where to spend time. And here's the picture. So you can see there's the information right there, and I'm going to show you the chart. And I'm okay with sharing you kind of what I create. And this is great because it shows you that you don't have to be a teacher to sell good quality products that people want on the platform. And I have some holiday and party type games. Think of Pictionary and bingo and things like that, and tying them to either a holiday or an event or something like that, right? And so those are my massive sellers. I made $436, so almost half of the earnings came from this category right here. And you can kind of see the chart down over here. So it really does kind of break things out for me, right? Like right over here, baby shower game, like all this stuff over here, astrology. That was probably my best single product right there. And I'm not really even sure if any of these are bundles. I need to really take a look at bundles as well going forward. But one of the cool things is that just a handful of these products actually created 54% of my revenue, right? One of my top products is a coloring pages product, which is great. I'd love that because coloring pages are easy to create now with AI. But it does break it down and says where to spend your time right over here, right? So create higher quality in the desired niches that we know are selling for me. And that's where I should spend my time. It really, really tells you right here, very, very important. It tells you what to stop spending my time on. Financial trackers, budget, debt, savings, bill payment, cash, like log books, right? It only made me 20 bucks. Most made $1 for the entire year. Health trackers, but I have a bunch of like low content type of products. And those are just not really selling. They're probably massively saturated by this point. So the strategy now is going to be to create the highest quality products, and your product's just going to shine. It's just going to go above people because when someone buys it, it's going to get a review, it's going to get a sale, it's going to go up in the algorithm on the search bar, and you'll be good to go. So create high quality products. And maybe 5 years ago, I would have preached volume, just pump products out left and right, and it worked. And I made some really good money. I think that first or second month that I actually jumped on the platform back in 2020, I can go and show you that real quick. I'll come back over into here, boom, go into here, go to the dashboard. And if we go back to the all time, and let me show you and demonstrate what I'm talking about right over here. Look, I started over here, we made a few bucks, right? And then all of a sudden in October or November, it shot up to $758 right there. So this did work in my first year in 2021. We got started in December of 2020. And within less than a year, we had an almost $800 a month. And part of that is because I had uploaded like probably 200 products by then. And so it was a volume game. But at the end of the day, even the stuff that was selling right over here was Thanksgiving related, holiday related. So holiday, very specific event, and holiday really, really do well on all these platforms, especially Teachers Pay Teachers. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's a tip. So you run through all this, boom, and then I said, give me a 90-day plan in spreadsheet format, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm going to show you what that looks like. So Claude was able to kind of come up with all the ideas and tell me what I should focus on. We're actually going to start on Monday, May 25th. We're going to be creating 2 products per day. So there's the high effort product right over here. And then I said coloring. How I still want to create coloring products and pages all along the way because they have proven to sell. They're easy to create. I have a lot of software that can do that. But I also, these ones are going to take time, 1 to 2 hours to create right here of the high effort product each day. Okay, so it's 2 products per day. And then we just have this nice status right over here, and we're going to be doing a Halloween blitz. And so we're going to start getting, and you might be like, hey, Halloween's like really far away. This will give us, by the time all these are up and running, 3+ full months, right? 3, 4, 5 months to fully index into the system. By the time Halloween hits, they'll be fully indexed in the system, and even a month before people will start buying. So you actually do have to get ahead months at a time. So I'm going to plan for Halloween and the holidays because Q4, you can start thinking about Q4 right now in May, almost June. Start thinking of Q4. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right over here. We can have our in progress right here. And then when I'm done, I'll push the done button and it'll highlight green, which is pretty cool. So I do need to kind of go like this and put that in the middle and right there, boom, like that. So that is my plan, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you guys have a plan? Have you used AI like this to analyze your sales volume and sales data to help steer you in the products that you can actually create? Now, of course, there's keyword research, there's all kinds of methods, but this is a method that I'm going to try over the next 90 days to get some products up, some high quality products, so we can start trying to scale and make more money with our TPT store. So thanks. If you want to join my journey, I'll be sharing tips and tricks and my updates and status all along the way. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and you'll get more updates from me. Happy publishing. See you next time.